you go out and explain to people, because I know I've talked to even Randy, you just mentioned, you know of some people around you that are unhappy, right? You know of some people around you that are overweight and really bad health, but you're having a hard time convincing them that they really need something like this and to get involved in this, because they're all chasing the money. I mean, they're just totally obsessed in the matrix, blindly following the money, get to 65 years old and then die 11 years later on 4 medications and sugar, diabetes, heart disease. I mean, it's insanity. It's just foolish, sacrificing all those years up to 65, not even enjoying the 40-year journey, and then you've got 10 or 15 years to live in a broken down body with all kinds. I mean, that's insanity. It's just beyond me. And I see people all the time, really smart people and executives, and some that I work with in that, and even people have millions and millions of dollars, are still obsessed with making more money, and not enjoying the journey and stressing themselves out. I mean, it's crazy. And they're destroying their health. They're usually not working on their relationships. They're not working on the happy mind part. So even though they got this money, they still don't know how to enjoy it. They're just trying to get the next stimulation, the next, just chasing. It's just insane. And so we're just trying to get a balance on this and get people to refocus and wake them the hell up. And like I say, we want to make this easier. I'm trying all the time too. How do you wake these people up? And how do you finally get them to realize, my gosh, man, are you an idiot? I mean, you can't say that. Sometimes you might have to say that, though. I've actually, sometimes when I've done some coaching and I did some multi-millionaires, I did have to kind of get in their face sometimes to really wake them up a little. Because I say, you're really a smart guy, but man, you're an absolute fool when it comes to this here. I mean, look at you. You're 70 pounds overweight. You've got tens of millions of dollars. You're stressed out all the time. You're probably going to be dead, before you're 70, and you consider yourself smart and wise. I mean, that's insane. So we want you to, we want you to get out today and really start working on that happy mind and that happy body. So when you talk with people, remind them, say, okay, you have money and you're doing probably reasonably well. There might be somebody that's quite successful, so that's fine. But say, how is your body? How is your mind? Do you really consider yourself successful if you have millions of dollars and you have a bad body? I mean, I come right out and kind of ask them, and you have bad health. I mean, is that really going to do you much good if you have cancer or if this happens, when you get 65 or so? Ask them the questions. Say, how is your health? If your mind isn't right, again, if you don't have that happy mind, are you even going to be able to enjoy it? Are you even enjoying it now? I mean, ask these questions to these people. Get them thinking a little bit, because nobody asks these questions, and they just blindly follow. And you're not doing them a service by not asking them that. You really don't care about them if you don't want to wake them up a little bit. If we really care about somebody, you do want to shake them. You lovingly want to tell them, this is really important for you. This is something you really need to understand. And also, kind of go back to the success thing. I mean, what is success? How can you be considered successful? In my mind, Steve Jobs, for example, I know that he did amazing things as far as the world is. I mean, he just revolutionized things, and his legacy will continue in that area. But as far as a person, him personally, and as far as his happiness and health, do you really consider that success? Is that something you would really want? To die at 57 years of age, 10 or 15 years of that spent fighting cancer, being angry all the time, yelling at your employees, at deceiving people, doing a lot of things. Steve Jobs. I mean, they had a special Steve Jobs of Apple. Everybody told us.
That's why I don't know.
But at any rate, I mean, you got to ask yourself, to most people, Americans, they hear the name and they think, wow, unbelievable success story. But is that really success? Is that really how we define success? How can you consider that successful? Or how would you want your kids to have that? Would you want your kids to only live to 57 years of age and have 10 or 15 years fighting cancer and be upset and yelling at employees and kind of cheating people out of things even when they got millions or billions of dollars? I mean, is that a happy mind? Is that a happy body? No. So is that a truly successful person? When you look at the real definition of what success is? I mean, doesn't every sane person want to avoid as much pain as possible and get as much happiness as possible? Okay, so every sane person wants that. So every sane person's definition of success should be having those things, right? It should be having that happy body. It should be having that happy mind and, a reasonable amount of money. But it's just totally screwed up in today's world. It's totally messed up. And so when you start talking, I want you to give you kind of the tools, how to do this. How do you present? How do you get other people interested? Just think of this again. Happy body, happy mind, happy money. So just ask them. Say, but you might, this kind of might throw off, say, well, you have quite a bit of money, successful. Is it happy money? Ask them that. What do you mean? What do you mean happy money? I think, is the money really making you happy? Are you doing things with it? Are you enjoying? Are you sharing with others and having experiences together? Is it happy money? And that right there might kind of slap them in the face and say, wow, I guess I'm really not. We talked to somebody just this last week or so. They said, yeah, I just made over $1 million a few weeks ago, and it gave me happiness for about 2 or 3 days. Because I was telling him about how, $1 million, that most people, when they win the $1 million lottery, it lasts them for about 6 months, maybe 8 or 10 months, and then they go back to their same happiness level. They said, wow, it lasts that long? He said, I just made over $1 million about a week or two ago, and only lasted me a couple of days. So, especially when they start making the millions. So it's not really doing anything for the happiness level. So anyway, you've got to ask these people, is it happy money? And then say, okay, you got your finances, your money is really doing well there again. How's your body? Do you have a happy body? Is it a happy body? Well, I mean, do you have a healthy body? Is it energetic? I mean, does it feel good inside? I mean, is everything working right? Whatever you want to say. So you have the happy body, and then you hit it with the happy mind. That's a little bit more complicated in explaining, but it really is, do you have a mind that can be satisfied, that feels calm and peaceful, that, is carrying, that's balanced, that's enjoying and feeling happiness? I mean, actually feeling happy. Maybe that's the easiest way to say it. Say, does your mind allow you to feel happiness? I mean, do you feel happiness a lot of times? Or are you feeling stress and anxiety and fear and all these negative feelings? Or are you feeling a lot of happiness? If so, that's what I mean. Do you have a happy mind? And then you might also tell them, say, do you realize that your mind can be trained? Just like your body can be trained, to exercise and lose weight and eat right. It can be trained to become a very good body. Your mind can also be trained. And throw out the Harvard thing.